Already know what time it is. I'm out here. The tailgate experience. Hold on up. A happy birthday to this.
Y'all know what time it is. Monday Night Football don't beat no better than this. I'm trying to tell you, the shit. All right, who we got right here? We got we got Wonder Woman back here. All right, it's taking off. All right, what you guys do? What you guys do? That's a list. All right. That's a list. Like Virgin. All right. Yeah. Southeast Town. Let's good. All right. Right here, y'all at Royal Lion. Tailgate one. Oh, man. It's on. We told y'all we gonna be out at 6. And y'all know what's happening. All right.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It is mock draft edition time, man. I got caught up in the intro myself just now. Welcome to the tailgate experience. Go. How you feeling today, brother?
Oh man, it's another lovely one. It's another lovely one. We getting ready to do a mock draft. It's that time again. Don't seem
Yes,
like it,
sir.
but it's that time again, man. We doing this thing again. For real.
Well, without further ado, it's your boy Golden Q, and we're gonna definitely, first and foremost, welcome you all to the tailgate experience, and we're gonna do an all 32 game, an all 32 team tailgate experience style mock draft. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into it as we do. Let's get into
Yes,
it.
sir.
So, it is no consensus around. Chicago sits atop of the mountain at number one. And at number one, we have a lot of prospects that we feel could potentially take that number one spot. But I'm going to give this one to the GOAT.
Well,
And I'm going to let
okay,
him.
okay. You gonna let me pick number one.
Oh, I'm going to give you the number one pick. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it interchangeable, pick after pick. GOAT gets one, then I come back and get the next one. GOAT gets
Okay,
one, and
okay,
I come back and
okay,
get that one.
okay,
So
okay.
this is going to be some fun today. Everybody on your way in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do us that favor, man. Show us
Yes,
that love.
sir. Show us that
So number
love.
one, who you looking at, Goat? Who you think gonna be the consensus number one overall pick?
I am keeping Justin Fields, so I'm going with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh wow. Oh wow. That is wow. So Marvin Harrison Jr. sits atop the mock draft board. Goat is keeping he is keeping Justin Fields, and he went and got a receiver number one. What a way to shake the
Because
board up.
if I keep
Mm-hmm.
Eberflus and then I go get I forget how to pronounce his dude's name, but he was the coordinator over at the Seahawks from 21 to 23. So I say he was the one that turned Gino around. So therefore he can turn Fields around. I go get Justin Fields some more weapons. That's my reason for
Mm.
doing that. If y'all say I'm crazy, okay, go
Yeah.
research it for yourself, and you will see what I'm saying.
There's a potential that this could happen. And okay, if that does happen, I'll tell you what. With that dropping, that means number two, I'm going to send Caleb Williams to the Washington Commodores because that means to me he falls down as the next prospect. And you get your quarterback over there. With us knowing what's going on with Sam Howell, I project that they're going to potentially take their quarterback of the future, and it's going to probably be Caleb Williams over Drake May right at that position. So number three, who you got?
If the board get pushed down and going to the Patriots, the great Drake May, none other than.
Ooh. Oh my God. Well, and I'm gonna tell you, this is where the slope gets a little bit slippery. This is where you try to figure out, okay, the top three were a gimme. Marvin Harrison, Drake May, Caleb Williams just went in the top three. Now, if I'm the Cardinals and the top receiver is off of the board, I'm gonna go and get the second best receiver that I know that could come and take this thing to the next level. Malik Neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
Um, great pick. Great pick for the Cardinals. Great pick.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
All right.
one A, one. I mean, A B, one A B, whatever how you want to say it. Those guys are the best two receivers in this draft, bar none.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bar
We got the
none.
Chargers up, Go. Who do you project they're gonna take? Because
Chargers. If I'm the Chargers, I'm going with Joseph Ott,
ooh, a
tackle out
tackle.
of Notre Dame. Big
Oh
6'8"
wow.
Joe Ott is a dancer,
Oh.
Q. The boy is to be that big and move like he does. Oh my goodness! And Joe
Mm.
and what the boy name over there? Herbert will be
Mm-hmm.
protected. Don't worry about Herbert
Mm-hmm.
getting hurt. My blind
6'8",
side is it.
322 pounds. Oh my God,
Yes,
that dude is a
sir.
freak of nature.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Yes, sir.
this is where it gets a little iffy because the New York Giants will be selected next, and they need a bevy of things. They need a quarterback. They need a tackle. They need a weapon for the quarterback to throw to. Um, and so if I were them, and this is where it gets a little picky, but I'm thinking that you can't overlook Brock Bowers right here, but then also they need a tackle, and I think Fashanu would really give them a solidify the offensive line, being that Evan Neal is going down with a foot injury. So you're going to need another big guy up on that line to potentially, because Fashanu, a lot of people had the Jets getting him, but I'm gonna be real. I think he goes right here to the Giants.
Okay.
My pick is in.
Fashanu. Oh, that's the other tackle. Where's he out of? Where's he out of?
Fasanu.
Penn State. Penn State. Penn is it Penn?
Yes,
Penn
sir.
State. Penn State.
Penn
Penn
State.
State.
Yeah.
I know I was Penn State.
All
Yep,
right.
that's
Pick
the other.
7. Tennessee is now on the clock, Bubba. Who do you project the
That's
Tennessee
easy.
Titans to get?
Roman Doomsday.
Okay.
Undoomed. The wide receiver. Got to get Big Boss a weapon. Got
Big
to.
Boss Hall. All
Got
right.
to get Big Boss a
Atlanta.
weapon.
Good. Atlanta is on the board, and we know the Atlanta Falcons need a lot of different things, but the number one thing they need is a goddamn quarterback to solidify how they feel. Now, a lot of people think that the Atlanta Falcons are going to go the veteran route and go and get a guy like Russell or what's the other old guy with the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. They're thinking
Cousins,
that
yeah.
he may potentially go down that route. But I'm under the impression that right here, they pulled a plug on Jalen Daniels because he is too good of a prospect to
Yes, sir.
sit here and overlook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Atlanta, thank you. You just did it. You just
Yeah.
solidified it, brother. You got you one. You got you one. If you fall like that. You
It
got
took
you
them.
one.
Took them
That's
a
all
minute.
I can say. You got you one, ATL. All my Falcon fans, you got you one. And
Hmm.
I hope y'all be stupid and pass it up and go do something dumb. I hope y'all go do something dumb.
Hmm.
If that fall in your lap.
Well, Jalen Daniels, with those weapons that they got on offense, should be a revamped Atlanta Falcon offense. As sickening as it makes me to my stomach,
Yes,
that would
sir.
probably help them out a whole lot. And I'm gonna be real with you, we might be looking on the outside of the division if that happens with Atlanta.
Oh, I know so. A lot of a lot
Yeah,
a lot of pastors don't want to hear it, but I know so. I
yeah.
know so.
Justin Long says, shout out to Justin Long in the chat. He said, if Fields get Marvin Harrison, and Brock Bowers, that Bryce trade was the greatest fleece in NFL history. Well, I'm glad you
Yes,
say
sir.
that because Marvin Harrison is sitting right there, and Brock Bowers was the guy I was getting ready to send right on to Chicago at this number 9 pick. So I don't think that they go because, oh, wow. But then
No,
again, but then
this is
it,
my pick.
then again,
It's not,
this your pick?
this my pick, right? Yeah.
No, you
You
just
just
picked.
picked no, you just picked Jalen Daniels
Oh, I thought you had picked
for
Jalen Daniels.
nothing.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you just picked Jalen Daniels. And I'm gonna tell
Okay, go
you
ahead. Go
why.
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you just alone why you wrong.
Mm.
Because you just got Marvin Harrison. I'm gonna tell you what you do now. You go pick Dallas Turner.
Okay. All
You
right.
go with Montez Sweat, bro,
So you
and
telling me
you
Brock Bowers
solidify
is
that
gonna
defense.
drop? You telling me Brock Bowers is gonna drop a little bit?
If I had to do it, I'm just telling you what I think. Now, these are solely my picks. If I was building that Chicago team, and we done
Mm-hmm.
got Marvin Harrison Jr. a weapon, and depending on whatever they do in free agency, now we don't know. We in the blind. We don't know what they doing in free agency. We just doing this right here. Y'all can call us crazy, dumb, stupid, whatever you want to. You don't know what they done in free agency or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if it were me and Turner's on that board right now, and I just got my
Mm-hmm.
chest sweat on the other side, and I just
Mm-hmm.
got Marvin Harrison, I'm getting ready to go get Turner.
Well, I'm
Best
gonna be
defense
real with
in
you.
bar none.
I'm gonna be real with you. Before at the next pick with the Jets, a lot of people had them getting a tackle here, but with Brock Bowers dropping, I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers what he wants.
No
A true
doubt.
tight end
No doubt.
to come in here and really take that offense to the next level. Because
No
I don't
doubt.
see Brock Bowers getting out of the top 10. I just don't.
No doubt. No doubt. I don't blame you on that.
Yes, sir. Minnesota is now sitting on the clock. Talk to me, Go. Who you got?
J.J. McCarthy.
Oh my God. That hurt my
J.J.
stomach.
McCarthy.
Oh, that hurt my stomach so bad just now. Oh my God, JJ. Hey, I see Spencer Rattler has crept up the boards a lot. Oh my God. Anyway, next pick, we got the Broncos coming in. And the number one thing that the Broncos potentially need to do is get a quarterback. So, JJ going the pick before to Minnesota was a definite shocker. And I think that a quarterback is going to fall right behind him. And a lot of people don't like to think that the quarterback game is going to go so high this year. But I'm here to let you know these boys are going to pick their quarterbacks and they're not going to play at all. And Sean Payton is the type of guy, he wants to stabilize that quarterback position. I don't see him going in the second round getting no quarterback. I see him right then and there solidifying that position. And he just took Bo Nix. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then then you know what I do with the Raiders right here?
Hmm?
Michael Penix Jr.
You want Michael Penix to the Raiders?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll have a run on quarterback right there. Got to have Michael Penix Jr. because they would pull a quarterback in the second round, but you don't want him going to the Steelers because the Steelers will pick him at 20,
Yeah, yeah. You better get him right
and
then,
they
because
know
somebody gonna snatch
they
his
ain't no more
ass
left.
up.
Yeah, they ain't no more
All
left.
right. We got the New Orleans Saints. And I'm under the impression they just got Trevor Penning a couple of years back. They were slated to take a tackle in this draft. I think they need to bolster up this offensive line. They almost got their quarterback killed last year. So the best available offensive tackle, Talise Fulga, is sitting right here. I
Hmm.
think he goes.
Okay.
Just alone say, oh no, them boys ain't going that high. Okay, just watch. He thinks JJ and Bo Nix aren't going to go that high. Well, I'm going to tell you, the two teams we just slated, which was Denver and the Raiders, are going to get a quarterback. They're going to get a quarterback, bro. They don't have
Yeah.
anybody to play quarterback. So I hate to tell you this. You may be
Just
surprised.
along yeah, most national people got them boys trading up, trying to trade up from 12. They got Denver trying to cut a deal with some top five, bro.
Hmm.
If something happens, but if that 1-2 deal, what people talking about, just to move, just to say that Caleb Williams went number one overall, if that happens, Arizona's trading out of that pick. I hate to tell you. So
Hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be some shit going on draft night. Promise you.
Yes, sir.
Some for
All
next.
right. So
Where
on
we
to
at?
the next one. You got Indianapolis coming up next, right here at spot number 15. Um, this is an
Oh,
intriguing one.
oh man, I'm gonna get him Brian Thomas Jr.
Hmm?
for AR. Brian
Brian
Thompson
Thomas.
Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. That wide receiver out of LSU.
So you're gonna get a receiver for Indianapolis.
Hmm.
All right.
For AR. Because if they don't, once again, I don't know if old boy stays. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in a draft scenario like this, I hate to tell you this, but I think Indy just now probably would have probably took the edge of Jared Verse, being that how much
I
of a
just
monster um Jared Verse is. But I'm thinking, okay, he falls. Jared Verse is definitely not going to fall past Seattle.
yeah,
Definitely not going to fall
yeah.
past Seattle.
But see, they said no, you had contract issues with the running back last year, and then what's my man that Smith? Ain't that his name?
Hmm.
The receiver over there? Yeah, yeah. They've been talking about him. He got to be signed. He ain't got his
Hmm.
money yet. So, and like I said, I don't know what they did in free agency. I don't know what they did, and getting the AR another weapon. That ain't gonna be. Come on, Q. You know that.
Hmm. Okay, next up on the clock, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Goat. Who do you got them taking? See
Oh
what it
man.
do.
They got
They need help on that D line, bro. With the worst one.
got him on the national on I go with that defensive line. Cause they defense, they got to stop CJ and all them boys right there. If you looked at a lot of them games, them two games that came down to this year, like both of them couldn't stop each other. All of them are high scoring games. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they probably got to strengthen up that line.
So you want to give them the edge rusher Latu, or do you want to give them Byron Murphy? You say with the defensive line.
Yeah, Byron Murphy.
All right, Byron Murphy is going to the Jaguars.
Yeah, if you looked at any of them games right there, like when they played CJ now for playoff implications and stuff like that, they couldn't stop nobody, defensively.
Hmm. All right. Cincinnati is now on the clock. We automatically know they got the receiving core, they got the running back core. They don't have the offensive line. So they need a guy that can come in and be able to help them out at the tackle position for them. And I'm
Yes, sir.
going probably J.C. Latham right here from Alabama.
Yep. Yep.
Let's give them a big bolster on this line that helped Joe Burrow and keep him upright because last thing he needs is another injury.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Next up, we got your boys, the LA Rams. Who are you
I would
projecting that the Rams take?
I would stay with the national narrative that they gonna go cornerback
Yes,
and
sir.
go with Nate Wiggins. I go with Nate Wiggins. I go
You,
with Nate
you,
Wiggins.
you want him over Teron Arnold?
Yeah, Nate Wiggins from
Wiggins over
Clemson.
Arnold. Okay.
Yeah.
Very versatile defender. I'm talking about that guy, Nick Wiggins. When it comes
Hmm.
to it, 6 foot, 285 pounds. He had 29 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, also 2 forced fumbles. He's a playmaker around the way. You get a guy that can come in here, also give you a sack here and there, but he deflects passes like probably one of the best pass deflectors in this entire draft. The only other person
Hmm.
that was as good as him is probably Cooper Dijon. And that's probably who I'm going to take next uh, over Teron Arnold because they need another defensive playmaker. Um, well, I could give them Arnold from Alabama because he is the best available corner. But I think
Hmm.
Cooper Dijon would fit in with the Steelers a little bit better. But what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna give them Terrion Arnold.
Hmm.
I think that'd be a good fit for them, even though I think Dijon is a better playmaker. He a dog. All right, round one, pick 21. Miami is sitting in the building, bro. What you think Miami is looking for the
And
Dolphins?
I would go with, like I said, the national consensus with them again because this thing is so heavy. It's gonna go like that. I go with Mims because they line is terrible. That's why they got Tua getting the ball out so fast and doing all those quick hitches and slants and all that stuff like that they do. And they got the speedy receivers. They just like the same formula they want to give to us. Their line is terrible. And it's been injury ridden. So I'm gonna go with Mims.
Mm. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. With Philly coming up, and I know Philly is gonna need an edge rusher. I know they project Philly to take an offensive lineman right here because they I don't think Philly line is a problem at all. I think
No.
if they get this edge rusher
Well,
Latu,
oh, your boy. I don't know who's behind Kelsey though. Did he retire? Did he say he retired? Or he ain't
Kelsey
announced?
did retire. Kelsey did retire. I forgot about Kelsey retire. So with him
Yeah,
retiring, you gotta go get Jackson Powers Johnson from Oregon.
yeah,
I almost
yeah,
had forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. You go and you replace your all pro center and you try to give the young rookie from Oregon, which he was very, very versatile.
Very,
Big
very
dude,
good.
man. Jackson Powers Johnson, 6'3", 320 pounds, a big mauler. This cat can really push the pile. So you go ahead and put him on in there. I forgot about um Kelsey retiring.
Hmm.
All right. Your boys are on the clock right now. Houston Texans. What do you project them
Uh,
to take for CJ Stroud?
man, I'd go with another old lineman, man. If it was
It,
me,
it won't hurt.
you know what I'm saying? So I'd probably pick Tyler Guyton. He'd be the best guy coming off, not unless you going interior or something like that.
You think Gotten better than Fatanu from Washington?
Did Fatanu already come off the board? I thought
He's still
Fatanu
sitting there.
already came off. Oh no,
Mm-mm.
I'm going for Tanu then. I'm going, yeah. No, I'm going. I thought Fatanu had already come off the board. No, I'm
Mm-mm.
going for Tanu from Washington. I thought Fatanu come off the board after we picked Joe Hart. Okay, yeah. No, I'm going for Tanu.
Oh, okay. Shout out to MDJ. He say late to it, but let's see it. Recap it for me, Q and Gold, if y'all don't mind. No problem. We're gonna go right back through it, and I'll show you what we gotten to this point. All right, so let's start it off. Number one, uh, the consensus went Goat went first, I went second. So every pick was me or Goat interchangeable. Number one, Marvin Harrison Jr. went number one overall because he projected that the Bears keeps Justin Fields. Number two, Caleb Williams went second to Washington. That was my guy. I figured that he would go there. New England, Goat picked Drake May. I picked Malik Neighbors, being that that's the next best receiver for Arizona. Joe Alt is who he figured that Harbaugh is going to take to help protect the young quarterback over there. I also went next with the Giants, and I figured that if the Giants don't pull a plug on a quarterback, they're going to try to get protection for the quarterback because they line Evan Neal went down with a season-ending injury. Everybody know it begins with the trenches, so you got to start building somewhere, and hopefully they'll probably try to target a quarterback second or third round to try to get somebody in there to push Daniel Jones. Roman Dunze went to wide receiver. He went to Washington. I'm sorry, to Tennessee. Then we had Atlanta getting Jalen Daniels, which that made me sick to my stomach, actually giving them a competent pick. Uh, Chicago comes back with their number 9 overall pick, which is their original pick, and they got edge rusher Dallas Turner, the beast, the Will Anderson of the draft this year. Uh, and then number 10, I had Brock Bowers falling to the New York Jets. I believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to take that guy, and they're going to be contending for Super Bowls. J.J. McCartney then goes to Minnesota. We all know that Minnesota is in the banks of looking for a quarterback. They just told Kirk Cousins this week that they would not sign him to a long-term deal. They're not going to even look his way again. So that means they're in the realm for a quarterback. And I don't think Dobbs is going to be the long-term answer.
Yeah, that's going to happen. They know one of them boys following him. They know it.
And then we figured Sean Payton coming in here, having so much issues with the quarterback position last year, is going to say, okay, I got to get my guy right here, right now. Bo Nix goes to the Denver. And then coming up, y'all know the Raiders are having quarterback issues as well. The Raiders don't have a guy that they can solidify and say, hey, he's that guy. So we figure Michael Penix Jr. at number 13 would be the guy to go over to the Raiders. Next, with the Saints, they already got Derek Carr. You need to protect him in the trenches. You go out and you get one of the best tackles that's left, Fuga. Then Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver for Indy. Indy needs a weapon for AR-15. Why not go out and get one of the best from LSU? This guy is that guy. Seattle, pick 16 with Jared Verse. I figured that they was going to need a defensive edge rusher because they need a guy that can come off and just get after the quarterback. They don't really have that. Next, Goat said Byron Murphy was his guy to go to Jacksonville. That way he can go and give that Jacksonville defensive line a bolster on the inside to help out the young tackle that they took a couple of seasons back. They can have a force to be reckoned with for the next couple of years. Cincinnati, I said that Joe Burrow has been on the ground, hurt for the last year or two. You want to make sure you keep him upright. What you do? You go out and protect him. He already got the receivers. He already got the running back. He already got everything that he would need on this offensive line, offense to be successful, except for another lineman. So you protect your quarterback. Joe is sitting on the throne right now. Next, we got Wiggins. He had Nate Wiggins go over to the LA Rams. They need a guy that can come in and be a defensive playmaker. Look to Wiggins. Next up, we got Pittsburgh taking another cornerback, the best available cornerback at that moment, which was sitting there, Arnold from Alabama. He's going to make them very happy over there. And Tomlin he gets a dog. Next up,
Yep.
Miami. You got to protect Tua. You got to make sure that this offensive line keeps it going. You go and you get one of the best tackles in the game to help bolster up this offensive line. He's a versatile guy from Georgia. Mims can play tackle and guard, but he is slated as a tackle. He is a massive guy. Then with Philly got to replace Kelsey retired. So number one thing they'll do, Jackson Powers Johnson, they'll put him in the interior and let him play center over there. That guy's going to be their foreseeable future. Then Houston gets offensive tackle for Tanu because end of the day, CJ Stroud had Laramie Tunzel, and then he had a bunch of other guys on that line. But he made the most of it. You need to make sure you keep this young fella upright. That way he can, for the foreseeable future, be your future and not be on a stretcher. So make sure you get this guy the help that he needs. Now we're up to the Dallas Cowboys. So that's a quick catch up to get you there. I think, and this is just me personal, I think it's my pick, right?
Yeah, your pick.
All right. This is me. I'm thinking they're going Gooten. They need a tackle. They need a guy that can come in. They got some weapons, CeeDee Lambs and those guys over there. I don't believe that they pulled the plug on nothing but an offensive lineman right here. You'll go. Green Bay Packers are now on the clock.
Green Bay Packers get Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid McKinstry, the cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pick, man. I like Kool-Aid, man. He's a tough dude. I'm trying to tell you. I think Kool-Aid is probably the most underrated defensive back in this entire draft. Now, we're sitting here. I think Tampa Bay has solidified their offense. Barring nobody leaves right now, they have solidified their offense. They got to pay some receivers and stuff like that. I think they go defensively here because they got a lot of defensive pieces that got to get paid. They got to get some young talent in there. So I think that they go and get probably the best edge rusher that's in this draft at this moment. I give them the best. I give them a tackle. I give them Zerwan Newton right here from Illinois. Is what I give them.
And I that was Tampa pick or that was Arizona pick?
That was Tampa. I just made so Arizona back up with the second pick.
Arizona gonna get Tyler Gotton to protect Calla.
Oh, I didn't took him 2 picks ago to Dallas.
Shit. Well, they gonna still need somebody. I would okay. You said late.
You want an offensive lineman? Interior or exterior?
We need a tackle.
So Arizona needs a tackle. So offensive tackle, Jordan Morgan.
I'm gonna have to take the best tackle available. Top 5 off the board, ain't they?
Well, you gotta remember the first pick they got a receiver. You sure that they need a tackle right there?
Yeah, their offensive line is trash.
What about an interior guard?
I'll take my offensive guard then. That'll be Graham Burton, won't it?
Yes, sir.
Duke. Yep. Yep. Go ahead and give me that one.
Yes, sir. All right, Buffalo is now on the clock. Buffalo, I think that they're gonna try to find a way to they need so much help in that receiver room. You got Dalton Kincaid now. We don't know what's the deal with old boy Diggs, but I believe they're gonna pull the plug on a receiver here. Probably, if not Brian Thomas Jr., who's the best available receiver right here? Keon Coleman sitting there.
Keon Coleman, yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Keon Coleman. They take Keon Coleman right there. Detroit is up. Go. Who do you project the
Oh, Detroit,
Detroit
give me
Lions?
if it falls like that right there, like this, give me Chop
Mm-hmm.
Robinson. Chop Robinson
What?
to go with Aiden
Chop,
Hurts.
Chop Robinson. You want him over Latu?
Yeah.
All right. Chop Robinson it is. He's going over there, which is too funny. Now we got should be Baltimore on the clock. We all know that them boys are gonna probably be looking for a wide receiver, as we just saw them in the championship game. They need all the help that they can get. And I hate to say it, all Panther fans, I know you're seeing this right now, but the choices are going to be slim pickings for the Baltimore Ravens. Troy Franklin, Adonai Mitchell, Lad McConkey, Xavier Worthy. I actually like Xavier Worthy right here, pairing him up with what they got in Odell and those guys. But unfortunately, Troy Franklin goes there. I didn't want to do it. I know everybody wanted Troy to drop to the top of the couple of rounds for us, but I think um like I said, that wide receiver spot, because everybody expecting the Ravens and then KC to take a receiver. So I'm just saying. But anyway, San Fran is now on the clock. Go.
Now a low Dada, he goes to San Francisco, him being the out west guy.
Who?
Latuda Lay, Latuda Luda, whatever his Samoan name is for out
The
of
edge rusher.
UCLA.
So
Yeah,
they replace Chase Young right here and let him
yes
walk.
sir,
That'll
yes
be a smart
sir,
move.
yes sir.
All right, bringing it up in
And
the rear. I think right here they go find Patrick Mahomes, their guy. That's a Donai Mitchell, probably, and that'll leave us at the top of the second round. I think we'll have a slim pickings of receivers right there. You got Lad McConkey will be sitting right there. Xavier
that,
Worthy will be sitting right there. You will have players right here where you
and
can pick from what I
right
pick.
there, this right here, what me and Q just picked is realistic as a mug because who have they been talking about around here the last couple of weeks? Lad. They've been talking about Lad from Georgia. Lad McConkey. Us get Lad McConkey
Mm-hmm.
falling for us because this boy can play out just like we just played it. Just like that's
Mm-hmm.
realistic, y'all. Anybody looking at this feed right here today, that's realistic. Now they gonna be. I'm telling y'all, they gonna be some more trades going on with them quarterbacks at the top, but without pushing everybody down like 5, 6 players, they had us getting I can't say it, McCarkey from Georgia. That receiver would be the next top receiver.
Justin Long says Carolina drafting Lad McConkey at 33 would be the most Panthers draft pick ever. Tired of the Lad narrative. Um, Look, I agree with you 1,000%. But and we're gonna do this right now since we're here. We can do a Panther mock draft. And get that out the way if y'all want to do that too. I mean, what you want to do? Go. You want to do a Panther mock draft?
Let's get it.
I'm just saying, this is one of the ones where I don't mind doing a little bit. I got a little bit of time today. I don't mind trying to be the GM, trying to figure this thing out. End of the day, we're in a mess. We're in a mess, and it's the worst way. And I want to change the narrative that Carolina can't draft or can't figure out things with this mock draft that we do right here. Shout out to everybody on the tailgate experience right now. We're getting ready to do a Carolina Panther mock draft after doing a all NFL 32 mock draft. So I liked it. I believe that was very realistic.
Very realistic.
And we're gonna see how this thing sit. We're gonna re-enter the draft room and we're gonna see. My man say MDJ said it'll be a Adam Thielen mentorship type deal. I just want to get more picks and address the O line early. Maybe trade back and get a wide receiver later. All right, let's start and get to it for the Carolina Panthers. This one is a good one. We're gonna see how everything sits. First of all, ooh, we just got offered to go back. Oh no, they just offered us a 5th round pick. Nah, I'm not doing that. And future picks, nah, we're not doing that. So let's go back and look and see how they simulated it. Look right here, go. It's almost spot on to what we did just about. So this is the simulator that they did. They had
Go back.
Chicago taking Marvin Harrison too at number 1. They had
Bam.
Jalen Daniels going number 2 instead of wow.
Okay. Instead of
Where's
Caleb.
Caleb Williams? Caleb
A
Williams.
lot
Caleb
of people,
Williams.
hey, a lot.
Caleb Williams
This is AI
falls to
now.
Miami. What?
I'm sitting there telling y'all this is AI now. A lot of people don't have that boy like like other people in their feelings. Q. Yeah, that's hey. When you get in your feelings and you start letting the media push you and the media made stuff go down, then the mistakes start going down. But if
Wow.
AI do it, look at AI. Look at AI.
Look at this
Look
right
at
here.
AI.
They got Chicago falling back, and Drake May falls to them at number 9, and Atlanta passed up Drake May to go get a damn edge rusher. Lord have
And they might
mercy.
who they went and got Dallas Turner.
They got Latu.
Okay, but
Latu, the
I
edge
mean,
rusher from UCLA.
I'd have got Turner if it was me. I'd have got Turner. I'd rate Turner higher than that. But you got to thank
Wow.
you. They ain't got no type of pass rush. They ain't got no type of pass rush. So they might, and you know how they think, and they just got a defensive minded coach. So that's AI. You understand what I'm saying? And I can see what they're
Brock
saying.
Brock Bowers drops all the way to Cincinnati. I didn't let him get past Aaron Rodgers them. So he drops all the way to 18. Wow, you talking about a top 5 prospect dropping all the way to 18. And then a lot of tackles go, and then a lot. Chop Robinson goes to Tampa Bay. That's one we hit on the head too.
I just tried to tell
Troy
you.
Franklin went to Buffalo. I think I sent another one of them receivers to Buffalo earlier. Byron Murphy goes to Detroit. We sent what was the edge rob? I think we sent Chop
No,
Robinson to.
we sent Chop to Detroit. We sent Chop
Okay,
to Detroit. And then
cause
you said Byron went. That was a D lineman.
mm-hmm.
Byron, yeah. So see
And
what I'm
think
saying?
about
Still,
it. We sent a receiver to
line.
Baltimore. They end up getting a D tackle there, and then KC got a receiver in Mitchell, which we sent. Who was the last person I picked? That receiver, Troy Franklin. I think I sent over there. Was it
Oh,
Troy?
you said Keon Coleman, I believe, didn't you?
No, Keon Coleman. I sent to the Ravens.
Okay, well then yeah, it must have been Troy Franklin. What did San Francisco
Mm-hmm.
do?
San Fran went and got an offensive tackle.
Okay.
They went and got an offensive tackle. So this is interesting to see. We weren't too far off with our first mock draft, and the AI simulation is right around the same pick. So now we're going to come on in. Number 1 at 33, the Carolina Panthers. Who would you take go for the Carolina Panthers? Because sitting here, you got J.J. McCartney, Bo Nix, Braylon Trice, edge rusher.
There ain't no trade back. She say there ain't no trade.
Not no good ones. The offers they sent were trash. I'll let you see the
Y'all,
offers again. This is the
I,
offer
I,
to
I'm taking ground from Duke.
Graham Burton,
Yes, sir.
Barton, over JJ McCartney.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. If we're gonna be realistic, Bryce is my quarterback. Bryce is my
What?
quarterback. Bryce is my quarterback.
God.
I, I'm not feeling what my boy name our tackle with the knee injuries. Why I'm so bad with names.
Talking
Once I'm going
about
with
Austin Corbett. Austin Corbett.
Austin Corbett, I'm feeling Austin Corbett with them 2 knee injuries, bro. That's Austin Corbett's replacement right there. And if we talking about the money and everything, we can roll him back or we can cut Corbett. And I don't think it'll be a big hit. Or Corbett the big hit. One of them, whatever. And then we can go with Brady, and I make that one move right there, and the line is better interior wise.
Okay. We just got a trade offer from Jacksonville to go from 65 to 96. And you pick up, so you go back about to the back end of the third round, but you pick up a fourth round and a sixth round pick. So this is the trade back that you've been potentially looking for right here.
Well,
Do you
I'd
take
trade
it?
33. That's on you right there. That's on you. I just picked Graham at what you call it. Because if I got me a trade at 33, I'd have took the trade back at 33.
Mm. So first of all, before I do any trading back, I'm going to look and see who's available first before I even do that. We're sitting in the top. We just went and got our guard of the future. So receiver wise, Malachi Corky is sitting there. If I think Malachi Corky is the guy, then I make that move. Other than that, you got Brendan Rice sitting there, Johnny Wilson, Jalen McMillan.
You see what Quinn said? You see what Quinn said? You see Quinn Malachi Corky is still sitting there, so you don't got to move up to get him. So y'all got to watch it when y'all start saying moving up and reaching to get these people.
Move up to take
Because there's
Malachi
a lot of
Corky or
talent.
Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So
talent in this draft, man. You don't have to be over anxious. There's a lot of talent in this draft. And y'all got to think. Think like a GM. Carolina Panthers need everything.
hmm
So whatever
so
you pick ain't a bad pick. So we need everything.
hmm So I'm looking at it from a perspective. I want to make this offense fire on all cylinders, and I know we're going to have a potential. This is before free agency. This is before we have a chance to bring in some guys. So we might target, being that we have an all-time $30 million on top of whatever we have, we might target a receiver or two in free agency to bolster up this, and we probably wouldn't have to go and get a big draft pick on this. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this is the hypotheticals of what if. So to anybody who's watching this, I'm one of those guys where I'm a little bit different, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know I need a power run game, and I'm sitting right there. I know I need a tight end. I need a receiver. The receiver that I want is not Malachi Corley. I'm not a Malachi Corley guy. I don't believe in him. I believe in Jalen McMillan. I believe in Johnny Wilson a little bit and Jermaine Burton. But I do not believe in Malachi Corley for some reason. I don't know if it's just because it's Western Kentucky, but I'm going to go at this position and get a playmaker at running back. You got Braylon Allen sitting there. You got Trey Benson, running back Florida State, and you got Blake Corum sitting right there. I've always been a Blake Corum guy. So I'm going to take a running back right here, second round. I know they're going to get on my ass because they don't want to see that. But I'm looking at right now, if I go get a tight end, Cade Stover is a reach at 65. If I go and I get a receiver, I don't believe in Malachi Corley. And Brendan Rice is a reach right here. So that's what I'm saying. Unless you want to go and double up on offensive guards right here, it's slim pickings. And I know you guys don't want a defensive player right here. So therefore, your best bet is to take the running back and be happy at this position. All right, so here we go.
That's the 65th pick. You gonna take a running back? Well, I mean that's your pick. That's your pick.
I'm just saying go. I don't have too much of a choice unless you want to go and get an edge rusher. Do you want to go and get an edge rusher right here?
Who is out there? Who's
because
out there edge right there?
I I just broke it down. Wide receiver player. I do not believe in wide and Malachi Corley. And
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Rice is a reach right here. We could fall back at 1 or 2 and get a receiver if that's the case. But I'm looking at right here. You got 65. Cade Stover is. I told you that's my breakout guy for this year. He is
I
the.
tell you what,
Hmm?
go to D lineman.
That's what I was looking at. I see Jonah Elis
Yeah,
sitting right there.
yeah. That's the value, y'all. D lineman. Cause if I wasn't take a D lineman here, I take one at 102. The best one that's
It's
sitting
either
at
that.
102.
It's either that or you go get a linebacker
Oh,
right here,
yeah,
Adrian
yeah,
Cooper.
yeah. I
So I'm
take
gonna
the
be real with you.
I take the D lineman because if we gonna sign Frankie Lou Shaq got to come back because his contract and so we kind of set the mean at linebacker for what we gonna be able to do this year. I take a D lineman, edge rusher. If you ain't gonna get a receiver, I strengthen up the trenches. Y'all know I'm a trench guy.
To be honest with you, I'd take that goddamn trade back right here if I were you. Remember that trade back I spoke of?
Go back to 90 something.
Mm-hmm. And pick up 2 extra picks because for the
Well, yeah,
value of
do
what
that,
I
do
got
that,
here,
do that,
for
do
the
that,
value of
do that.
what I got here, that makes more sense to me because, like I said, I'm not bought in on that Malachi Corley guy at receiver. So I would like to make a pick that's gonna make me say, "Damn, this is gonna really help the Panthers." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do that then. I mean, but that's just like I said. I take the D lineman or the I don't think there's no good edge guys. You know what I'm saying? After Chop, uh,
Well, and I'm gonna be
I
real
can't say
with you. You went and got an
Chevrolet.
offensive guard, and the talent for
Well, man,
receivers was high in that second round, which threw it off for us. Because this is what happens if you go and get a guard with that 33 pick. You're gonna miss out on a playmaking receiver. So that leaves me with other guys that just do 1 or 2 different things good, and that's what I say. Malachi Corley to me is not that guy for me to waste a pick on him because it'll be
but
just like us going.
right now, you don't know what we did. Once again, I'm gonna reiterate, we don't know what we did in our free agency, and the boy can't throw from off his back.
Hmm.
It was if I said Bryce is my quarterback. Bryce is my quarterback, and we was getting a push from the interior.
Well,
I'm not
and look
going
at
on
this right
Bryce.
here.
Bryce is my quarterback, so we was getting a push from the interior.
So check
We
this out
started
right here.
nine different guards this year.
Yeah, yeah. Check this out right here, go. So with that drawn back, we're sitting right here where we can take either Johnny Wilson or Jalen McMillan. I'm very high on Jalen McMillan. Um, I would take that guy right now at 96 right there because that's a
Now,
guy that I can bank and invest in. Braylon Allen sitting right there, running back, but nobody wants me to take a running back. You get what I'm saying?
not that high when you.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I mean, hell, Atlanta took a running back in the first round. You got to get
that's
your
Atlanta.
playmaker. You get your goddamn playmaker.
But you talking about Bijan?
I'm just saying, why is it that everybody else, every other team can go and get their dynamic running back first or second round, and we're sitting here in the third round. We're in the third round. You do know that. Into the third round, and you telling me you can't take a running back in the third round?
What about is what would you like to do right there? I mean, you say you like the running back. What about a wide receiver there? I'm still looking at some type of lineman there. Like is Mason Smith still there? Mason Smith still on the board? D lineman?
Mm-mm. No,
Mason
sir.
Smith? He gone. He
He
gone.
gone,
He
Bubba.
gone. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make my pick. I'm going because I need a dynamic playmaker. It's taking too long. I need to go and I'm gonna go and get probably Braylon Allen or Jonathan Brooks? Which one you like better?
Probably be Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen is a strong power back, a good runner.
Hmm.
I know
That's
everybody
what
is not going to be impressed with that, but I
because
traded back and we
y'all
right back in
y'all
here.
gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it in the red zone this year, though. You would love it in the red
Exactly.
zone, and why we couldn't do nothing with. You need a power back. We done said that over and over and over and over and over again. Hell, we got
Hmm.
enough finesse, especially if we keep Miles and if he do a little something. You know what I'm saying? We got enough finesse guys. We need a
All
power
right.
guy.
This is yours. And I think at this point, at 102, I don't think you can overlook a receiver right here, Goat.
No, you can't. What we got on the board at 102?
102, you got Johnny Wilson, Jalen McMillan, and Jermaine Burton.
Jermaine Burton. Jermaine Burton. Jermaine
You like
Burton.
him from Alabama?
Yeah,
Over
Jermaine
Jalen
Burton.
McMillan, who was with what you call that black ass boy? Remember he had Roman Duze and McMillan. Them balls was balling. So you prefer Burton
Who,
over McMillan?
who got the better numbers? I seen
Let's take a look.
I seen old boy throwing Burton that ball this year at Alabama.
Jalen McMillan. Let's take a look at his numbers. 559 yards, 5 touchdowns, 12 and a half per catch. And then you said Jalen Burton is his name? Jermaine
Yeah,
Burton.
Burton got more than 500.
Oh yeah, 798, 8 touchdowns, averaging 20 yards a catch. There's a big difference.
Give
Yeah,
me
I got you.
Give me Burton. I've been watching Burton. I've been watching Burton. I ain't gonna sit there and say I've been watching what's her name, McMillan, but I know I've been watching Burton.
My man just alone said, hearing Goat say Bryce is his quarterback is beyond funny. Yeah, well, unfortunately.
We doing a mock draft, Justin Long. Don't make me do it again now. Don't make me do it again. We're doing a
All
mock
right,
draft, and I got to keep my Tim hat on.
I'm gonna be real with you right here. If you are any type of savant for this offense and you want to turn this thing around, you do not pass by Cade Stover. If him or Ben Sinnott is sitting there, or Jaheim Bell, those were my three guys in this draft that I felt like could take the top off any offense and still be well-rounded players. I'm taking Cade Stover right here, tight end. Oh, that's an A plus. Cade
Yeah.
Stover is going to be that guy this year. Like I told y'all about the Dalton Kincaids of the worlds and what's the guy to Detroit?
Oh, pizza, what's his name? Y'all know I'm bad with name.
Hmm.
But start with a P.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
But anyway, um, we sitting here. We just got Graham Burton. We upgraded the offensive line with a guard at number 33. We traded back, accepted one trade that got us two extra picks, and we end up going at the back of the third round. We got Braylon Allen. Then we got Jermaine Burton, wide receiver, Alabama. Cade Stover, tight end so far. We still got 4 picks to go. So that gives us a grand total of 8 total picks in this draft if we do it. Like I said, excepting one trade.
And we got A's, y'all, except for one B.
I mean, that's the running back, but like you say, it'll pay off when it comes time to see this
Yeah,
guy in the trenches.
yeah.
So at 141, who do you want in the fourth round?
At
I'm
141, man,
sorry,
I
fifth
got
round, fifth round, fifth round.
fifth round. Oh man, fifth round talent.
Ooh, defensive
And
tackle
this
sitting there.
class, I was getting ready to say we got to address the line. This is
Hmm.
I don't give a damn if it's a C. We got to address the line. Who's sitting there defensive defensive line?
Makai Wango, LSU.
And who else we got? I can't see it on who we got.
Makai, and then edge rusher Austin Booker from Kansas. And then next they got the next available because this is
Who's
the
that
best
boy from
available
Texas?
right here. That's
And
Christian
who was that
Jones,
from Clemson?
offensive tackle, and then Will Shipley, running back. And then they got receiver Jamari Thrash from Louisville. This is just the best available.
Oh,
I
those are
can go
best
to the
player
D
available.
line.
That's not all.
hmm
Those
So
are
at D
BPA.
tackle, you got Makai Wango at 107 sitting there. Then edge rusher, you got Austin Booker, and those are the two best available. Unless you go corner here, those are the two best value picks for the
I
defense.
go to D tackle. I have to D tackle for Carolina Panthers. I have to get the D tackle.
Yeah, you need to pair somebody with Derek Brown, and I don't think he'll be the right
Cause they
pairing
said
with
it's gonna.
Derek Brown.
Yeah, but you gotta right now
He's a
because
fifth
from
round
what they saying,
selection. He just will be a rotational
yeah,
piece.
yeah, a rotational piece. It ain't like I'm telling him, oh, you get ready to go in there and replace. Now they getting ready to drop Williams, so that'll be a replacement for Williams.
hmm All right, let's see. At 165, I'm looking around and I'm saying to myself, we know we need cornerback help this year. Um, we got everything we need basically to start off the offensive line, but I did say I wanted to make sure I bolster up this interior line as well. So I'm not going to make no mistakes on this one.
Well, I hope y'all see because I'm looking at it like right now,
I'm gonna go get the corner from
like everything
Washington.
now, y'all. Yeah, everything we looking at now is gonna be developmental, y'all.
Yeah, these are all developmental players in the back. But that was a good corner to
Yeah.
pick up. What is this? That was a 6th round selection we had. We back at the 6th round right here at 180. I mean, that was a 5th round selection we had. We had 2 5th-round picks. So now we at 180.
Where we at
Who
now?
you who you who
We
you
in the
want?
6th round.
I just took a corner.
Where we at now? In the 6th round.
6th round.
And the best players available is what?
Punter,
Now,
uh, offensive tackle from Washington. Linebacker Jalen Ford. Jalen Ford is pretty good. Linebacker. I like him. But
uh,
Pittsburgh offensive tackle. Then you got look like Jordan Travis, quarterback, Florida State, sitting there. Let's see who's
ah,
sitting in the quarterback room. The push old Bryce. Joe Milton,
ah,
Sam Hartman, Jordan Travis, Talia Tagovailoa. Is that Tua, brother?
I think that is.
hmm
You know
Very
what? You
interesting
can
right there.
probably get one of them boys. You can probably get one of them boys at the last one. So give me the
Undrafted.
linebacker.
hmm
Yeah, give me the linebacker.
All right. Jalen Ford.
Give me the line. Yep, give me the linebacker.
Done deal.
Cause all this, y'all, all this would be like I said. These are projects. These are guys that you might see special teamers and you know rotational pieces or something like that at best.
Well, and I'm
But
gonna say right
be
here,
realistic.
I'm gonna say right here, I'm gonna find and at the very last pick right here, because this is 6th round pick 211 for us, our last pick. I'm gonna go with an interior offensive lineman because if you got Graham Barton,
Still
you're
there?
still gonna need another body. Hmm? You're still gonna need another
Jordan
body
Travis
to
them
come in
still
here.
there?
Jordan Travis, some of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Joe Milton is there. Sam Hartman is there. Jordan Travis, somebody just took him.
Uh huh. Jordan Travis still there?
I let's go. I just say you ain't hear that I say?
I know. No,
He
no, no.
go.
You breaking up. You breaking up in my. You breaking up in my headset. That's why I asked you
Okay.
again.
Oh yeah, he gone.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to
Joe
Indianapolis.
Milton.
Why?
Fuck with Joe Milton.
Jordan Travis went to
Hartman.
Indianapolis. Yeah.
They said Hartman was going to go. You remember we was talking about it? Somebody we know was arguing about Hartman.
Yes, sir. That nigga was very passionate about Hartman. Do you want to put a plug on a seventh round quarterback, or do you want to bolster up this interior offensive line? Because that's what I was getting ready to do.
It really cute. Like who the best line? Who is the best lineman out there?
Hmm?
Or into the line like a center.
Kingsley Ukagan.
Who is that from
I
Michigan?
think hmm? Drake Nugent, the interior, the guard from Michigan.
He might be. Hold on a second. Me something. Me something here.
I mean, I don't think you can go
Right
wrong
now.
with him. I don't think it's me breaking him. I think it's you. Well, I
I
don't
can
know
give
if
a
Coach
player
still
already. Was that your pick?
say what.
Is that your, is your pick or my pick?
It's my pick. But who you think we should get? Go. Hmm?
I got you back, Q.
Yeah, you sound like you going through a little rough patch. I heard you going in and out.
Yeah. I got you now. I got you back now.
All right, so I was saying that I'm looking at we need to come out this draft with at least two guards. One we could put on any opposite side, or have one guy waiting in the back just in case we need him because of injury or something like that. I'm under the impression
I agree.
I need I need some type of guard that could. I mean, do you prefer Kingsley over Nugent? I know Nugent just won national championship. I would love to have one of those big Michigan dudes on the team, man.
Mhm. That's what I agree. I agree.
Well, I'm going with old boy from Michigan, and that was a C. I'm gonna give us a C plus for him. God Almighty.
Well, that's pretty good in the fifth round, though.
That was yeah, sixth round, sixth round.
Sixth round.
All right. As you saw, we made the Panthers better. We went and got Graham Barton, bolstered up this interior. I think he can start immediately on your right guard position. Um, or you could put him left if you want to, but I think it'll be better suited to put him on the right side, put him between Taylor Moton and your center. Now, I've been hearing whispers, everybody was talking about cutting Bradley Bozeman. We shall see what the Carolina Panthers do, because the guy has talent at the center position, and I don't think you get rid of talent overnight just because. Well, you got to understand, if you don't have great interior guard play, your center is going to really suffer. So I think what we saw in the lack of production from Bradley Bozeman this year was simply due to we had six guards that went down at the guard position for the Carolina Panthers. You had four on the left side, and you had two on the right side that went down. You can't win in the trenches in any game when you have poor and lackluster guard play and injuries all over the place. So we had six guards interchangeable. We had two guys that we cut, a total of eight guards that we had coming in and out this entire season. I think if the guard play gets better, this entire team, this entire offensive line will look way better, and that push up the middle won't happen this year. Um, I think that's something that needs to be fixed in this draft. I believe Graham Barton and the guy that we got late Nugent from Michigan come a long way into helping that. You gonna have Chandler Zavala in his second year as well. Brady Christensen will be back with his arm injury, but we don't know how well he'll rehab from that. But Brady Christensen is a guy that you can pick and put all over this offensive line. So just in case it don't look right, you will have pieces here where you can interchange some of these guys all over the way and get whatever type of continuity you think that you can get, you will find it there. So all I'm saying is shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been a very great all 32 mock draft, as well as what we did the second in was the Carolina Panthers mock draft, where we tried to make the Panthers great again, because end of the day, we love the team. We love everything about the team. We want to make sure that this team really flourishes, and we want to make sure that you, the people, have a chance to understand the direction in which we think the team should go. And these are all opinion-based stuff. They may change after free agency. It may change after any potential trade. So anybody who's watching this video, maybe later on down the line, do not take this as serious as you should, because these are moves that are being made. This mock draft is being done beforehand on free agency, and is being done beforehand the draft. So relax to anybody who's going to watch this. That's all. It's your boy Dub Q in the building. Coach, you still there?
Yeah, I just got. I'm in a little spotty area though.
Okay, man. Anything you got on your mind?
No, man. Like you just said, you said it a mouthful, man. This before free agency, before everything goes down, just us saying, this and that, before we got 100% knowledge of everything else that's going on. No trades, no nothing. A lot of stuff can change. And just to give y'all an idea of how deep this draft is, we got a C grade lineman in the 6th round. So that just tell you how deep this draft is with interior linemen and tackles and things like that. And if you guys, your mind may be changed a little bit, thinking you want a receiver right there at 33, when we could trade back, we could possibly get a lineman and a receiver, because once again, if I'm saying this, Bryce is my quarterback. Bryce is my quarterback. And we did get a push for the interior, so you got to get him some protection before he can throw the ball. So lineman. That's what I'm going with in the trenches.
Yeah. Well, make sure you do us the illustrious favor. Make sure that you like the video, as well as subscribe and tell a friend. It's been your boy Dub Q. This is your boy Gold. We'd like to welcome you guys to the Tailgate Experience, and y'all have yourselves a good rest of your afternoon.